Let's talk about something the critics absolutely hate. Quiet love, authentic family bonds, and proof that the Sussex household is exactly what Harry and Meghan always said it was. Because once again, the truth is showing itself, and it's doing so without press conferences, without palace briefings, and without tabloid spin. This time, the proof comes in the form of one woman, a grandmother, a mother, a steady presence, and the emotional backbone of a family that has endured relentless public attacks. Yes, Doria Ragland. And today we're breaking down exactly how Doria Ragland's bond with Archie and Lilibet completely destroys the false narratives pushed by Meghan's critics, while revealing what real love, stability, and generational care actually look like. In a world obsessed with chaos, Meghan Sussex quietly shared something radical: peace. No red carpets, no forced photo ops, no staged perfection, just sunshine, water, laughter, and a grandmother teaching her granddaughter how to swim. In one of the most heartwarming moments Meghan has shared since returning to Instagram, we see Princess Lilibet in the pool with her grandmother Doria, floating, laughing, learning, safe, supported, and loved. And let's pause here, because this matters. Swimming lessons aren't just playtime. They require trust. They require patience. They require emotional safety. This isn't a hired nanny moment. This isn't a publicity stunt. This is grandmother duty in its purest form. While critics obsess over conspiracy theories, Doria Ragland is in the water, hands steady, eyes focused, fully present for her granddaughter. For years, Meghan's detractors tried to paint her family as problematic, absent, or conveniently invisible. And yet, Doria has always been there, not chasing fame, not selling stories, not attacking her daughter for clicks. Instead, she shows up when it counts. She lives nearby. She attends family moments quietly. She supports without overshadowing. And now, as Archie and Lilibet grow older, we're seeing exactly why Meghan has always spoken so lovingly about her mother. Because Doria doesn't perform love, she practices it. One of the most touching details that critics conveniently ignore is that these moments will shape Lilibet forever. Children remember who taught them to swim. They remember who held them when they were scared. They remember laughter in the water, not headlines on a screen. Doria Ragland giving Lilibet her first swimming experience isn't just adorable. It's foundational. It tells us this child is surrounded by trusted family. This household values time over optics. This is not a detached celebrity family. This is home. Then there's Archie, 6 years old, curious, engaged with the world. In another clip, we see Archie feeding a black rhino at the Living Desert Zoo in California. Not glued to a screen, not shielded from learning, not staged for royal optics. He's listening to guides, learning about wildlife, understanding the world beyond himself. And this is where Meghan and Harry's parenting becomes crystal clear. They're not raising symbols, they're raising humans. Humans who understand nature, humans who learn compassion, humans who are allowed to be children. And let's be honest, this kind of upbringing terrifies critics because it proves that leaving the royal system didn't destroy anything. It freed them. One of the most viral moments Meghan shared recently was a video of her and Harry dancing together on the grass. No palace walls, no protocol, no stiffness, just joy. Even more powerful, that video was filmed by their daughter, Lilibet. Let that sink in. This child sees love. She captures it naturally. She's growing up watching parents who laugh, dance, and enjoy each other. That's not accidental. That's intentional. And when Meghan captions it with a reflection about how 2026 feels like 2016, she's reminding us that despite everything, the attacks, the lies, the betrayal, their bond survived. Stronger, healthier, more grounded. Critics mock Meghan for sharing glimpses of her home, but what they really resent is what that home represents. Freedom, safety, control over her own narrative, from chalk bins in the backyard, to handwritten farmers' market lists, to palm trees that symbolize connection. This is a home built on meaning, not monarchy. Remember what Meghan said about those two palm trees connected at the base? Harry saw them and said, "My love, it's us." And now those trees stand witness to children growing, a grandmother teaching, and a family thriving, far away from the toxic environment they escaped. Let's also talk about consistency. Doria isn't just present for one viral moment. She's there, at pumpkin patches, carving pumpkins, walking through cornfields, attending family brunches, appearing quietly in Meghan's Netflix docu-series. This isn't a grandmother on occasion. This is active involvement. And for someone who has deliberately avoided the spotlight her entire life, that speaks volumes. People forget that Doria Ragland is a trained social worker. That matters. She understands emotional development. She understands trauma. She understands the importance of safe environments, which makes her presence in Archie and Lilibet's lives even more powerful. These children are growing up with emotional intelligence, stability, multi-generational wisdom, something many royal children historically lacked. Here's the uncomfortable reality for Meghan's critics. If Meghan were cold, detached, or manipulative, this family dynamic wouldn't exist. You can't fake this level of comfort. You can't stage genuine affection. You can't script real trust between generations. Doria Ragland's relationship with her grandchildren exposes the lie at the heart of the anti-Meghan narrative. And that's why they hate it. Long before royalty, before tabloids, before titles, Meghan described her mother as a free spirit, a dancer, a source of joy, someone who makes people smile simply by being herself. And now that same warmth is flowing into the next generation. Not titles, not rigid hierarchy, not emotional distance. They're being given presence, safety, play, family, love without conditions. And that is priceless. Doria Ragland doesn't need to prove anything, but every time she appears, quietly, lovingly, intentionally, she does anyway. She proves that Meghan comes from strength. She proves that Archie and Lilibet are thriving. She proves that love doesn't need a crown to be powerful. And most of all, she proves the critics wrong without saying a word. If you believe in truth over tabloids, family over hierarchy, and real love over manufactured outrage, subscribe to the channel right now so you don't miss our next deep dive. If you'd like to support this channel and help us keep exposing hypocrisy while celebrating real stories like this one, send a super thanks, buy me a coffee. Link is in the description below. Every bit of support helps us keep telling the stories the media refuses to tell. Thank you for watching. Stay kind, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.